The top 1% are popping the champagne corks this week, folks, because Republicans in the House of Representatives have passed their budget resolution that, of course, extends the 2017 tax cuts for the wealthy elite, while also paying for those tax cuts by raising taxes on the bottom 95% of income earners. According to an analysis, this budget bill passed by the Republicans in the House that is facing a very tough road in the Senate, luckily. But yes, it extends the tax cuts so the wealthy elite will pay less. However, it is estimated that the average working class family could pay as much as $1,600 per year extra in taxes. So the working class is paying more. This was a tax increase bill for the majority of the country. That is what you need to be taking away from this. If you are an average, ordinary Trump Republican voter driving around with that Trump MAGA flag on the back of your pickup truck, Republicans just voted to raise your taxes. That's what happened. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? That's just, the meat of it. But we also have the side dishes to get through as well. And those side dishes, the other cuts Republicans are calling for in this budget, disproportionately affect, guess who? That's right, Republicans! The very people that put these idiots in power in Washington, D.C. are the ones who will be suffering the most from these very policies, because they're calling for $880 billion in cuts to programs like the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, SNAP, or food stamps, if you will, and Medicaid. Cuts to Medicaid, by the way, among Trump supporters are opposed by 71% of Trump voters. They don't want this. And they're about to get screwed so hard that they don't even see it coming. The states that are going to be most affected by these cuts, all red states, here they are: Louisiana, Kentucky, Mississippi, West Virginia, and Arkansas. Those states will be the hardest hit when those two programs, SNAP and Medicaid, get cut by $880 billion over the next few years. All of them solid red states, right? Like, we're not even talking about questionable, maybe it's a swing state. These are die-hard Republican voters who have not voted for anyone with a D next to their name, some of them for their entire lives. And the very people that you keep putting your trust in because they tell you to worry about transgender people, not tax issues, they are screwing you out of thousands of dollars a year. They're screwing you out of your health care, and they just voted to make you go hungry and to starve your children. And no, that is not an overstatement. That is what they did to you, not for you, but to you, while they distracted you over here with the LGBTQ community and DEI and bad books we don't want your children reading and critical race theory. While you were paying attention to that, they were robbing you blind. How much more are you, Republican voters, going to take? These are people that you elect every 2 years, every 4 years, or every 6 years who do nothing but screw you over. Every chance they get, they intentionally screw you over. It's not even like it's accidental. They're doing it on purpose because they fucking hate you. When are you gonna wake up and realize that? I'm not telling you that you need to go out there and just switch your party to Democrat because Democrats fix everything. What I'm telling you is to wake up. Now, I know you don't like to be woke, but for the love of God, look at these people you keep putting in power. Look at what they're doing to your checkbooks. Look what they're doing to your bank accounts. Look what they're doing to your job. They're killing you. Quite literally killing you. Voting for your kids to not be able to have food. That is cruel and heartless. made even worse by the fact that they're voting to make your kids go hungry so that they and their donors can have more money in their pockets. In addition to the horrible cuts that I mentioned, this budget bill does not include no tax on tips, which Donald Trump ran on. It does not include no tax on Social Security, which Donald Trump ran on. And the $880 billion in cuts to Medicaid and SNAP, of course, are not necessarily written into the bill. What is written into the bill, however, is $880 billion in cuts that the House Energy and Commerce Committee has to make, and the House Energy and Commerce Committee oversees Medicare and SNAP. So they're tricking you by saying, no, it doesn't have those cuts. You're telling the agency in charge of it, or the House committee in charge of it, you guys are now going to make those cuts. The cuts aren't in the bill, but the authority to make those cuts is. So they're trying to screw you over on that. The bill also reduces or completely eliminates, if Republicans have their way, child tax credits. So for the average, everyday working class family out there, your taxes just went up possibly by thousands of dollars a year. It reduces the amount of money you can get back in taxes, right? So those tax refund checks that I know lower income people, look forward to basically almost as part of their income each year. I know because I had to do it for decades. Those could be gone altogether. You won't be getting a refund anymore. That's in the bill. That's in the bill. It also further reduces the amount of supplies teachers can write off when they have to buy supplies for their own classroom. Now, the 2017 tax cut, and this one is very personal for me, already reduced the amount of money that teachers are allowed to write off because they spend money on their own classrooms. Used to be, prior to the 2017 tax cut, I believe up to about $125 per month. And as the spouse of an educator, yeah, we spent that. We still do. 2017 tax cut reduced that down to just a couple $100 a year. So we lose money. I lose money every year buying things for my wife's classroom, like paper so that she can print, a printer so that she can print, other supplies, markers, erasers, that I buy them for other people's classrooms at her school too. And they want to take that away. So working class people, you're getting screwed. None of the things that Donald Trump promised you are actually in the bill. All the things they said they wouldn't do, they're doing. They're screwing over their states the hardest, and they know that. It's not accidental, it is intentional, and all of it is being done so that the top 1% of income earners in this country can put more money into their pockets every single year. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.